I
am a liar.
Yeah, see, I just ordered some new fish, and they're gonna be here in a few days. They've already made me a liar. I'm gonna get to that, but first let me tell you a little backstory about what I'm talking about.
Trust in myself to really know which direction I should go.
8 feet long, 24 inches deep, 24 inches high. You might remember it's going to be getting some new Peacock and Hap inmates in just a few weeks. It's these guys, my gorgeous new blood. All Peacocks and Haps, already 3 weeks into their 4-week quarantine. I just can't wait.
No, I mean, I literally can't wait. See, a lot of the fish that I want are hard to come by, so when they come around and they become available, you gotta kind of snatch them up, even if you're not quite ready for them. So I don't have enough grow-out tanks and quarantine tanks to put the number of fish and the size of fish that I'm getting in, and so I had to improvise. And that means that the fish that I got from Andre Petre are gonna have to end their quarantine a little bit early, and I'm gonna have to just take them out of there and plop them into Alcatraz to make room for the new guys.
So yeah, I just made a video telling you I never do less than a 4-week quarantine with new fish. And just 3 weeks later, I'm already making myself a liar. But I already have some new fish coming, and they're gonna need this tank. What fish, you say? Patience, my friend. You'll see. These new guys probably won't mix well with the African inmates in this tank. I thought about putting them in this 23-gallon with Eel Longoria and her cellmate, the Nicaraguan, but there are a few reasons why I don't want to. I don't want the possibility of making Eel Longoria nervous and stop eating from my hand, or worse, they pick at her. And this tank is kind of small for this many fish anyway. I also thought about putting him in here with the Altafrons and Benson, my baby true parrot. But I'm worried that the new guys could harass these guys as well, and I can't have that. Plus, they're already skittish as it is, and again, it's a pretty small tank and a few of the new guys could be aggressive. If something happened to any of these guys I'm growing out, I'd be furious, with the fish and with myself. I also have this unoccupied 20-gallon, but like I said, I just think all of these tanks are a bit too small to put some possibly aggressive cichlids all together in. And I think they'll put on size more quickly in a larger tank anyway, and I want to get him into San Quentin as quickly as I can. Could be the wrong choice, I know, but I'm usually making the wrong choice about half the time anyway. Sometimes my fish are just smarter than I am. We'll see how this works out. Anyway, now check out San Quentin. It's my biggest and my favorite cichlid tank. Soak in the beauty of these amazing fish.
I can't just say goodbye, 'cause I'll see you, see you, see you, see you, see you, see you.
Since I've decided to spend all my money until I'm bone dry, I figured why not add some more new prisoners to this 10-foot American cichlid tank? And how about adding one particular fish that I've been waiting for since day one? I remember thinking to myself,
Estos peces no significan nada para mí. Nada es bueno hasta que sea mío.
and I got him. Super easy. You're probably going to be thrilled when you see him too, but maybe not. Maybe you don't like cool, beautiful fish like I do. But it's definitely a really big tank that needs more fish.
It's huge. I know some people are going to say a huge tank is only like 1,000 gallons or more, and I don't need a comment saying that this is not a huge tank. And I already have some fish in it, but not nearly as many as I'm going to have. I do have some in quarantine or grow out right now that I'm going to be adding soon. That will include my 10 Geophagus Altafrons that are going to get to be about 10 inches each. So that's a lot more fish in this tank, and it's already going to make it seem pretty full. I just moved the Nicaraguan over, and then I also have Eel Longoria, my tire track eel that's going to get to be about 30 inches long. She's going to be huge, and she's going to need a huge cave. So if I'm going to be adding more fish to this tank, I have to be strategic about it.
You'll get no chapuca here. Subscribe.
Enough talk about the new fish, right? Let's catch these beautiful new Africans and plop them into the old Alcatraz and see how things go down. The first thing I want to do is get a water change going on Alcatraz to distract the current inmates when I add the new guys. I'm also doing a water change on the 55 because it'll be easier to catch all the new guys that way. Remember, I subscribe to the idea that if you introduce smaller Africans that aren't bite-size, they'll probably get overlooked by the big boy tank. Hopefully that's the case today. I'm just going to put them in a bucket with some of their tank water for a bit.
All these dried up bones are running wild on this old night. Sitting by the traffic lights, don't know. I don't know if I should go.
All right, got them all. And at this point, I'm going to leave the female assassins in here. I'll add those new fish in a minute. But first,
let's go back in time to just before I caught those beautiful Africans out of the 55. So the winds of fortune blew my way, and I found out that Fish World had some Juruparis that came in. I already have one in my 180, but I want to have one in San Quentin too. Really cool fish. Professor Jordan is snagging them up for me. And they actually have 2 of them, so I'm just going to go ahead and take them both. That's one big ass bag for these 3.5-inch fish, don't you think? They'll ride home in the lap of luxury. But of course, I can't float a bag this size to acclimate them in, and I don't want to catch them again to put them in a smaller floatable bag, which will just stress them out even more. So I'm just going to keep the water at the same temp as the new tank by adding hot dechlorinated water to the bag as needed. So these 2 will actually be the first new guys in the 55.
they're really peaceful, so I don't have to worry about them feeling like they own the tank when the other new inmates get here, like I would with Africans.
And with that done, let's get back to present day and start filling up Alcatraz while we get the new Africans in there.
You have a way of making me sweat when you walk in the room. My heart skips a beat. And who said that you could sweep me away? I stumble over all I long to say to you.
I've dimmed the lights and I'm giving him some food as another distraction. Look, even some of the new guys are eating. That's good news. Alright, I'll turn the lights all the way off and then I'm going to come back after they've had some time to settle in.
Though we tried to make it work, it was not very likely. In the moment the sun came up, we sailed away to find another bay. We had to get away, so we just escaped.
So these gluttonous nut jobs, they're a little peckish. They'll make me feed him here in a minute and then you'll see him eat. But would you just look at how well these new little guys are fitting in? They're practically part of the team. Even Icarus has started to accept him. A little bit. This was that first night. Light was off and he was making sure everyone knows that no one's getting his spot in his weird little cichlid hierarchy. A few of the new guys lost some color trying to be overlooked, but most of them still look absolutely stunning.
Keeping on, we
If you're into cichlids, then you need to check out Andre Pietre's link in the video description. Then you'll get amazing fish like these, plus get 5% off when you mention the Cichlid Charmer. Come back next week to see those American cichlids that just arrived.
Subscribe if you'd like to see more videos like this. And until next time, peace out.